So, if you have never seen me before a day in your life, my name is Tony. Hello. You might be seeing this video inside of an email, maybe on YouTube. I'm not sure where this is going to end up because I have a tendency to get inspiration at random times in the day, and then a video comes up and I don't know where I want to place it or even who specifically I want to talk to, or not that I don't know who that I want to talk to, but I don't know who this message might help or serve or who it might land in front of. So I kind of just leave it up in the air and just hit record. And that's what I'm doing right now. So anyway, my name is Tony. I have been missing in action from the social media scene. I used to make a lot of videos regarding health and fitness. I used to coach in health and fitness much more actively. Actually, I can't even say more actively than I am now because I put a stop to it altogether. I, like many people, have gone through a phase that was very difficult for me. I had to take myself all the way back and just stop everything because I couldn't deal, to keep it real with you. So this message is also going to have a shift into reaching out to my people who I used to work with in the past, my clients, customers. You guys all have heard from me. You received an email that I put out, and I just wanted to thank you guys who responded to me and gave me words of encouragement and support, and just let me know that I'm not alone, and that you too have also been going through some things in your life and you found yourselves falling off, or you fell off and you've been sitting in silence and kind of struggling. And that was me very most recently. So forgive me for going all over the place because, like I say, first of all, I haven't been doing videos in a minute, and also, everything is just like in my head, and I want to say this and I want to say that, and I just want to like grab it all together and put it in a neat little package, a nice, neat little package, and sometimes it doesn't happen that way. So anyway, excuse the word vomit here. On YouTube, if you're taking a look at this on YouTube, you're gonna see mostly hair videos, and you probably follow me on there for that. But on Instagram and Facebook, I primarily put up stuff regarding health and fitness. That was my jam, that was my deal. And then, like what happens to a lot of us, all of us, nobody is immune to life. And I got hit with it. I got hit with it super, super hard. Went through something that, and I don't want to say, still going through, because I'm being very careful with, not careful, but I'm being very focused and intent on speaking words that are positive. And, our words are so important. They're so meaningful. And so what I want to do is speak blessings out as often as possible, all the time. So I'll say that I went through a period of struggle, and it was just so intense for me. I couldn't bring myself to just be present in the same manner that I was prior. So I disappeared. A lot of people do that. I don't know if you're like that, if when something happens and you're just like, you know what, everybody hold the phone, goodbye, peace, I can't be here for you, I can barely be here for myself, I got to go. So that's what I did. I basically packed up my bags and I ran. And I didn't really run anywhere, but I just like closed that door to social media. Like, I don't know if you guys feel this pressure sometimes where it's like the app is on your phone and you got to click on it and you got to see what's going on. There's a whole feed, people in their lives, what's going on, and like no matter what, it just like makes you feel some type of way about yourself and what you got going on. You start playing a comparison game like crazy. And especially because I was very heavily involved in a marketing company that that focused on the fitness business, there was this extra push from the rest of the people who were alongside it with me. Not that they were pushing me in a negative way, but it's kind of like, you know, when you go to school and you're in class and your classmates are all doing something, they're all like on track to do something, and then for some reason you have to maybe take a leave of absence, you got sick or something like that, and then you had to pull back. You feel like you're watching them like move around and move along, and just like kind of like constantly saying these things here and this thing there, and you just don't want to hear it, so you just don't want to see it, you don't want to be a part of it. And that's what I did. I dipped out. I really dipped out. And that might be another video. I don't know, I might leave that I might leave that to the side, because that's a whole other area and topic. But in my period of being away, in the time that I was not making videos anymore, making posts, doing my daily stuff, I was still working out, but I was not taking care of me. I was not showing up 100%. And what happened to me was that I did fall back into unhealthy habits. I did fall back into binge eating, emotional eating, drinking, and doing them in excess. So what I was doing is I was doing like kind of like the week of being okay. Actually, not even a full week. I would go like a couple of days of being like eating healthy, and then come the nighttime, I would, you know, have a drink or two. I would have an extra, I would just have like sweet things, like random things that were around, and it just wasn't my normal consistent. Then the other thing that I noticed is that I didn't have the camera on anymore, and I wasn't posting my stuff every day, so I wasn't holding myself to that accountability and to that standard that I was accustomed to. I was not checking in with people like how I used to, and with that, I let myself slip. I let myself slide a bit, and I saw the scale kind of creep up, and get really close again to where I used to be before I first started my health and fitness transformation journey almost 4 years ago, when I was close to 150 pounds. I saw the scale get close to 150 pounds back in, was it March? I'm still in March. It lets you know like how I'm going here, but probably the month prior, it was getting up, and I was like, no, I have to come back down. And I would know how to get myself back down. Well, if you never met me before, you don't know, but I had the tools. I knew exactly what to do. I used programs from Beachbody, and I did the nutrition program that went alongside it. I did the workouts. I never stopped working out, mind you, throughout this whole process. And when I started to gain weight, I never quit working out. I was still doing it. But you can always work yourself out to death. It's not going to mean anything if you're not eating right. It's not going to mean anything if you're not taking care of yourself, if you're not sleeping, if you're stressed, if you're depressed. And I was definitely going through all of those emotions. And it's definitely not easy. But what I learned from that, what I started to feel myself feel was like, I need help. I need to reach back out to my people, and I need to see if anybody wants to come along, because I need to be accountable again. I need somebody to check in with again. You know, I'm bringing it back to school, and maybe because I'm in school right now is why I think about it so often. But if you think about when you're in school versus if you decide you want to pick up something on your own, don't you ever realize that the amount of effort that you put into it when you're in school and you have tests and you're being graded and it counts for something, for a degree or a program, some certificate that you need in order to make some advancement, don't you find it that you work harder? Don't you find it that you show up all the time? Versus when you say, you know, I think I might like to read this book just because I'm curious about it. Sometimes you find yourself picking up that book, you open it and you read a few pages, but you put it away, right? So that's what was happening to me. Like, I knew I should be doing this because this is just what I should be doing for my health. I like to be fit because I feel better in my body. I like the way that I look when I'm fit. I don't like when I have the extra bulges and stuff going here and there, and I can feel it, and I go, feel it roll over here. My face would get fuller and stuff like that. I'm on the shorter side, so for me, when I gain a little bit of weight, I actually start to feel the pain in my back. I start to feel some discomfort in my knees, and it's not fun. So my thing was, I was like, this is before I decided to make this move right here. I said, okay, I'm gonna get on a program because I have all the tools. Let me do it. And I would do it, and guess what? I would lose like 5 pounds, and I'd be like, yay, let's celebrate emotionally and go out to eat, and at the same time kind of drown feelings and of other things going on, and other stressors, and next thing you know, in 3 days time, weight right back up. So it was just this cycle. And the other day I was working out, and I'm on the floor, and I'm saying to myself, you know what, Tony, just reach out to your people. Just say something. Say, hey, let them know what's up. And I'll say it to you, if if you saw this email, and if you didn't see this email, I am doing this for a very selfish reason. This time, it's not for the reason of trying to build a team. It's not for the reason of trying to sell something. It's not for the reason of trying to, here's a new product, and here you go, and come be on board and be a client of mine. I literally need the help myself. And the only way that I see myself getting that help is if I put the pressure on to go into something where I have to be accountable to somebody else. And also, who knows, if you need help, if you need inspiration, you can get it too. I told the people in on my list that you don't have to purchase anything to be a part of what I'm doing. I started it Monday, like the unofficial start, and then the official start starts on April 1st. But I didn't even go in it with like this crazy plan like how I usually would. I'd be like, okay, we're all gonna load in at like 2 weeks prior. We're all gonna come in. We're all gonna buy the same package, and we're all gonna start at the same time. And yes, that has its place, and and I'm not knocking that. I'm talking about for me and where I am at right now, because my focus has shifted. I'm doing, like I'm elsewhere. Oh, like this comedian, can't remember his name now, but he'd always be like, I'm over here now. Like that's where I am right now. Like I'm not in that mode. I'm not in that direct selling type mode. I'm just not. I am in a place, side note, I'm in school. I'm in an accelerated medical program. I know, right? Who would have ever thought? But that's what I'm doing now. And so that takes up a tremendous amount of time. And so I'm not in coach mode. So that's to also segue to my people who have come along. If I didn't say it already, I want to thank you so much for hearing me out, and also for joining, for saying that, letting me know a little bit about what's happening in your world and in your lives. We're out here and we're going through it. And I want to just thank you for your vulnerability and sharing that personally with me, but also, allowing me to hold myself accountable to you. So, with that, I have a free group. It's in the challenge, the challenge tracker app. What am I saying? Yeah, It's really more so, oh, it's more so for me to come into someplace and check in every day. So the difference here is I'm not going to be like stalking you like how I used to do. Did you do your workout? Did you drink your water? That's really on you. Like I told you, I'm really trying to get my act back together, and in doing so, I hope, I would love for you to just follow along and make it work for you too, for sure. And like I've also said to other people, if you want to be doing what I'm doing, you already know. Let me know that, and I will send that over to you, the information slash links, whatever it is. You can have it too. But it's not like how in the past when I'd be like, oh, you want to be a part of this? Well, here's the this group and here's the that group, where you have to get this package. No, you don't. All you have to do is say yes, you want to come along. So for that, some people have downloaded the free app, but think I think some people are running into something where it's looking like you're having to pay for on demand, Beachbody on demand, but that's not so. There's another link on the bottom that should say create free account. Like if you like it's trying to make you log in, and because you were my former customer or current customer still, it's going to try to log you back into where you always were. So it might show you something like, oh, like you might try to click open your videos and they're not there anymore if you don't have a subscription. But you don't need a subscription to be in this group with me. You know what I'm saying? All you're doing is logging back into your account. So there shouldn't be a problem with that. If that is still an issue and it's like not letting you do that, just send me another email address and I'll send you a different link, and you can get it and you can get inside my group. Okay, it's going to ask you to, these things are connected to Beachbody, so it's going to ask you just to create like your name, probably your email, maybe your address and your phone number, but that's it. Like it's not going to ask you for anything other than that. So like I said, if that's a problem and that's not working, give me a new email address and I'll send you a different link. If you don't have another email address, make a new one. All you got to do is go on Google or Yahoo. What other email providers are there out there? I don't know. Hotmail, do people still use that? You go in there, you set up a new email address, just like you did 25 years ago when you made your first email, and send that to me and I'll send you a link, and that should be it. So that's all I wanted to tell you guys, pretty much update you. I know my video went probably all over the place like it tends to do, but that's pretty much it. Maybe I'll pause right here and do an extension or clip it together for my people inside of my group. Oh, you know what? I'll just say it right here. Also, side note, for those of you who watch my hair videos, I did one the other day, and I told you the shrinkage is real, isn't it? It's like, it's up here as opposed to last week when you saw the video. It was definitely down here, definitely. But, what am I trying to tell you? See, now I went on a tangent. And this is where I will piece the stuff together and do a little edit. Now I remember. So just within a few days of getting started back, because now it's Thursday, I started on Monday. Just within a few days of starting a new workout routine and eating right, it feels good. It feels really nice. It feels nice in my body. Is the world perfect? No, it isn't. I used to say, and I'll still say it now, that if we waited for that, if I waited for that, we'd be waiting a very long time. So let us make the most of it. Let us enjoy the discomfort, enjoy the pain, as crazy as that sounds. Let us walk and put smiles on our faces, find something to smile about, even though at the moment we may be crying about something right now. Let's do that, because we don't have tomorrow. We don't. That's just how it is. We do not have tomorrow. So if we have to leave today, do I want to remember having some smiles on this day? I think I do. And this here is not the ultimate. It's not the most important. Getting ourselves right so that we can get up there, that is when the real beauty is gonna come. So I know it's tough and it's a struggle, because we're here and this is all we kind of know. But anyway, just wanted to say that. And thank you. I don't know if I'm going to continue. I don't know if I'm gonna go onto social media. A large part of me doesn't want to. I'm feeling a little conflicted about it. So what I'm definitely going to do is I'm going to pray on it, because I need, first of all, I need guidance for everything. I need direction. I need to ask God, lead me, guide me. I don't have the answers. I don't know if that's the right thing to do. I know I'm hearing from people are saying, I missed your post, because the only people who I sent this message out to are the people who are either a current or former client of mine. So anybody else who was watching or like looking at stories for inspiration, they essentially don't know what's going on. And I think that's the other reason why I'm making this video, and I'll probably post it to YouTube, but I didn't have many people watching me on YouTube, so I don't know. I have to think about that. I really do, because there's a lot of unhealthy things that are out there on the interwebs, and I really want to be focused. I want my mind focused on things that are positive. I want my mind focused on God. I want my mind focused on my mind, my spirit, my everything. I want it to be focused that way. I don't want to scroll down the feed and see even the things that are supposed to be positive are, they still have a brush stroke of negativity in it, because it still makes you look at it and try to compare yourself. So I would almost have to go on social media and follow 0 people, and that looks, in my mind and in my heart, that feels so wrong. It feels unfair in a way, and selfish. But I may need to be selfish in that term to try to keep myself sane and on the right path. So once again, that's something that I have to pray on and see about. But in any case, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for those of you who have expressed concern and reached out to me, looked for me to see if I was alive and okay. I really, really do appreciate you. Thank you. And I will see you on the inside of our challenge tracker, Get Myself Together app. All right. Bye.